We're just doing that for the first few days, just with the situation with Gino, just in case something did happen, you got the fallback plan. But, September the 5th, Bradley will be starting Z. He's not missing much. He's just going through the first probably 20 minutes of stuff with Coach Mullen with the quarterback stuff. But, from the team stuff and, route-wise, he's with me. I mean, I think so. I'm not with him, all the time, so there's no telling what they talk about down in the locker room. And, with him being, having a semester up under his belt, he doesn't have to stay in the hotel with the other freshmen, so, he got a little leeway. But, most of them came in June, so, just from talking to them and, with all the guys being here this summer, they sort of, they figure it out on, how to get there and what time you got to be there. If the meeting's at 7, it means be there at, 6:45. Don't walk in at, 6:55. But I'm sure they talk about a lot of that stuff. I mean, Wes from last, winter gym and then the spring, he, the light went on senior year. He competed. I could actually get him to talk. He just works. He's figured out that he's 6'8". He has the highest vertical on the team. He competes. He doesn't say much, but in my meeting, he's taking notes. I mean, and he's a senior. Wes is a very intelligent young man. He can play every spot on the field. Receiver wise. He's figured it out, and he's a mismatch. He's not the fastest, but he's not the slowest. I mean, he can run and jump and move, and he's learning how to use his body to get in the right situations. There are Tavon and Jock are in there with Beatty, but to be able to move Wes and Jock probably could play a couple spots, but you're giving them if we take Wes for some reason or other, if Wes is playing outside, then you could put Tavon in the slot. At that 8 spot, and now you got Tavon, Jock, and Noel all on the field. So, we do run some belly stuff, and which guy's going to get it? Who's going to cover those two guys? They're a mismatch. Tavon still learning. He's made some plays, but he's still learning. He still has a ways to go, and we're just lucky enough, to have him here on the team. And there are 27 days of practice left. Just to keep going forward. His whole thing this summer for me to him was to just, when you're out on the field, it's got to be 100% every play, and that's what he has to get his body to, used to. When he leaves practice, he needs to be dead dog tired. He needs to stay in the training room with David Kearns, all the time just because he's so exhausted. I mean, we should move forward. It was great to see him and Bradley do the things that they did in the bowl game. Arnett's 6'3", can run. Bradley's 6'3", can run. They just have to push themselves, and that's my whole thing in the meetings. Now with them, how good or how great do you want to be? Are you willing to? I'm tired, knowing you're about to run a takeoff and jog it, or not go as fast because I've seen them run, so I know when they're coasting. So hopefully he'll compete, which he is, and do the things that I expect him to be. I expect him to be in the top 3 or 4 receivers in the Big East. 5 would be a great number. I have 3, and J.D. Woods has had a great summer. Has made some plays out there. Just got to find one more, either from my room or from Beatty's room. That can play. That can go out and that's what, as a receiver coach, you would like to feel comfortable. If I took Arnett, Wes, and Bradley off the field, and we took Jock off the field, we had 4 more that could go in and not miss a beat.